Well, hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Today we're going to head over and check out the Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport. It's August 2021, and I wanted to get over here and see the progress that they've been having on the construction they're doing on some of the new terminals, but also just get a feel for how things are going. As you guys might know, tourism and travel have come back strong, especially in this area. So I wanted to see what we could see, do a little tour here. Right now we're heading east towards the airport. We're going to catch the main drag here and get up closer to Terminal 3, I think. Let's head that direction. On the right hand side is where a lot of new construction's going. We've got what used to be the Terminal 2, and then in the distance, if you look, you can see that large bridge structure, which is the tram. It's relatively new, maybe in the last couple of years. We're going to peel off here. Let's head over this direction. See the elevated tram over there, and then here's all that construction we talked about for the former Terminal 2. Last time I know, I did a video in the spring, and you can check that out. I'll put the link in the comments below, but everybody was just starting to get back out and get traveling, and this construction was really ramping up. There's the cones there. Let's see if on our way we can't get a little closer to that, where Terminal 2 used to be, and check it out. The growth of this airport's been really off the charts, and I think right now you can see the construction here. Right now in just the Phoenix area, everything's under construction. You'll see in my past videos, if you haven't checked them out, please do, and check out the channel. And you'll see in my future videos, the construction just continues. So many people are moving and traveling into the area, and it's really driving the need for, I guess you could say, expanding the infrastructure and everything that's going on there. So check it out on the right. This used to be that Terminal 2 I mentioned, which dated back to, at least it had the feel, back to the Rat Pack and Frank Sinatra times. I mean, we're talking about maybe 1960s and 70s feel inside. Part of it was intentional, but it's gone now. Up ahead on the right, you see that brand new terminal, or I should say tram station. Let's go ahead. Hey, by the way, pro tip, the parking lot we just passed on the left over here, and you saw that pilot walking across, they'll walk over, catch the tram down to 3 or 4, and save maybe 70-60% on parking. It's a really nice parking structure on the left there, and I hadn't known about it before, but somebody had shared in the comments, and then I went and checked it out. You can actually save quite a bit of money if you park over there, and you're not stuck very far away, miles away, in what they call the economy cell phone lot. So there it is on the left. So check it out. It's over by Terminal 2 if you haven't had a chance, or if you're heading that way, you're taking a trip. I would highly recommend it. Easy in, easy out, and the only problem is you just have to walk over to that tram and catch it. So we're looping around that parking structure, heading a little bit back towards the west. Let's turn right here. We'll catch on. This is the main drag into the airport we're going to catch here. So let's do a little loop around. You can see the new saguaros that have been installed. When they do the saguaros, they add the little stakes on the side. So you see those on the right hand side, those little stakes. They hold them up, and they leave those stakes in place for a long time, because those cactus, while protected, they sometimes can be a little fragile, especially this time of year. We've been experiencing significant weather, monsoons, flooding, rainstorms. So it's nice to catch a day that kind of has just bright blue sky. On the left-hand side is the tarmac and runway. So a lot of times it's cool, you can see planes. There we go. On the left-hand side, you see that Alaska Airlines plane parked there. That's kind of neat. Up ahead is the two main terminals. If you watch my other videos, you know the airport is a box pattern would be the best way I'd put it. It can be very confusing. So I'll do a little bit to try to explain. But on the right-hand side is Terminal 3, and those are the departure and arrivals, which you can actually access the terminals from both sides. This is usually where we do a lot of pickup, a lot of ride share. Parking garage is up ahead. You can see that we just passed the entrance to that. It's a good looking terminal. Pretty new. The design and it's modern, I guess you could say. So it's kind of exciting there. That bus we're passing, that's a shuttle. So if you're, accidentally, I've done it before, where you've parked in the wrong terminal and you're trying to get down to the other one, you just catch that bus. It'll also take you out to extended parking economy and so forth. What I love is when you come under the tunnel here, if you keep your eyes up, sometimes, and I think we just did, sometimes you're going to see the tail of a plane. They go overhead, so we just drove under the runway. And then up ahead here is Terminal 4. Those two round iconic parking garages for Sky Harbor, those are the sort of the up and downs, if you will, to get up to the parking up above. And then here's Terminal 4. It's the biggest. It houses Southwest primarily, but I believe American and some others right here too. But all of the big name carriers typically come out of from number 4. And then on the right-hand side, you can see more pickup, more ride share. And then on the left, which is kind of cool, if you look up, we're actually driving under the airport. Those on the left, and then what we just went under, those are concourses. So when you're inside the airport, you don't realize it, but you're literally walking around above where we are right now. On the right-hand side, you see those cars. That's the oversized lot, which is cool. It's actually, if you're going to get in and out of the airport, you don't want to mess with the big parking garage and multiple floors. Sometimes you can just pull right in there, park, and then you just walk straight into the airport. We'll catch it on the flip side here when we go around. But that was it. That's Terminal 4. Off in the distance there, you see the trams. What I want to do, though, so stay with us, because what we're going to do is loop back around, and then we'll head down the other side. That's primarily where you come in. So where we're going to go next is we're going to catch primarily where the bulk of the traffic will come in. And you see off in the distance, that's like the economy lot and the cell phone lot out there. So as I mentioned, it's a bit of a box, so you just loop back around, and then you head in this way. You can see the Southwest planes on the left, the tram from the the more inexpensive going overhead there, and then we're going to head back into Terminal 4. This is the main access point, I guess you could say, for departures and arrivals. One thing to note, when you get to Terminal 4, if you're going to park, stay to the right. It's a little tricky, but because they don't advertise it, but stay to the right there. You see where we just passed? That's the oversized lot, but that can also take you up. You see we're going to go up to the parking structure. It can get a little confusing. For a long time, I kept looking for the right P, and there it is right there. You have to zip off right there. So it's a little bit confusing. So I always say just slow down and be ready to be confused. But what a great looking, sort of iconic terminal, am I right? Let's go check this out. Pickup is not too busy. Pickup and drop off going on over the right. These are Southwest typically. I believe rideshare and shuttle is up ahead. The real testament is when you start to see the lines building up on the right hand side. People waiting, in long lines to get on shuttles or rideshare. That's usually an indication of the busyness. We're going into the concourse now, and then on the right hand side is those two iconic spirals. I love this view right here. You're just kind of all by yourself. There's no traffic, and you just get the full view of the airport. planes parking in some cases on the right hand side, then coming across the top of the road over to the left hand side to take off for the runways. There's one right there. I think that's so cool. So we're going to drop back down here and take a pass at Terminal 4 one more time, but this time we'll stay a little bit on the left hand side so you guys can sort of get the wide view. This airport can be confusing, so give yourself a little grace, and I would think a little time, because no matter how many times we come down here, we always seem to, I miss an exit or access point and I gotta flip around and come back across. Oh yeah, a little busy on the right, huh? See a little bit of traffic. I think it's good to see the economy coming back and the tourism coming back. I know there's risks involved, and that's a different conversation to have, but it's just nice to see people able to get out and enjoy themselves again from where we've been over the last 18 months or so. The concourse there. And then if you were heading out east to the eastern portions of Phoenix, this would be the route you would take out. Oh, I love that plane taking off on the right hand side. Let's head up this direction, and we'll also just get a quick look at the economy parking. You can see it's a big parking garage out there, connected by tram, which makes it nice. They always have a lot of parking, and that's one thing this airport does really well. And they also have, depending on your price point, they have a lot of options. So you can see it off in the distance. And then we're going to head out. We'll take 202 East. I'm to show you the little exit there. There's the tram. Those are the tram. When it really gets busy, they get those going. And right now we're heading towards Tempe. So that's the Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport, you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If there's any information, questions you want, put it in the comments below. Also, make sure if you have an area you want me to go to, I know we've got Tempe coming up, Chandler coming up, and then I'm working on a northern Arizona trip, which would be Sedona, Prescott, Flagstaff, so excited about that. Leave a comment below. Let me know where you want us to go. I'll grab the camera. We'll head that way. I love making these videos, and I also know that, with the summer slowdown a bit, the videos have been coming out a little less consistent, but don't worry. We've got plenty of content. We're getting loaded back up for another run into fall. Super excited about that. And there's a lot of weather happening, so I'm actually going to be able to show some videos that have rain and cloudy days. So it'll be exciting. Anyway, make sure you subscribe, click the like button and the bell. And you guys, thank you so much for coming along. And as always, thanks so much for watching.